the Heat's win spree reaches a milestone. Miami is closing in on the elite streaks of league history, topped by the 33-game stretch by the Lakers of 71-72. The Rockets, kind of an anomaly on this list, put together 22 in a row in 07-08. The Bucks were champs in a season that included 20 straight wins, and Shaq and Kobe got together for 19
I know that, man.
in a championship season. That streak now tied by those two teams, including the 08-09 Celtics, who were defending their championship, as are the current Miami Heat, looking for 20 straight. Wednesday night in Philadelphia, and the Heat looked like they would make it an easy night. Lobbing it up top to you-know-who. LeBron comes down with it. 9 points in the first quarter. Second quarter, James all by his lonesome.
Where's the point guard back?
Whoa.
Someone miscommunicated on that one, Kevin.
Baby, free throw line.
And in the half court, James passed everybody for another dunk. It's an 11-0 Heat run.
I get at a 47.
I call that the Moses dunk.
And a contest-quality dunk on the back end.
Open that C, baby.
Okay.
LeBron had 18 at the half. Third quarter, Sixers get back into it. Thaddeus Young, the putback. It's a 6-point game. Turnover here. One of the few times this season the Heat have not forced more turnovers than they've given up. In fact, it was even at 13. Thaddeus Young with the dunk there. Miami by 5. James for the lay-in. 8 of 19 from the field. He had 27 points.
These pesky little Sixers.
Holiday.
Drew Holiday for 3. Darrell Wright with the steal and a lazy Dwayne Wade pass.
Don't you jump, D-Wade. Don't you jump.
Came back, didn't jump. And the Sixers still after it for a win. Now they've got the lead at 83-82. James on the miss. Turner on the lay-in. Philly by 3.
Traveled, but he got away with it.
James setting up Ray Allen.
Can't leave that man open.
8 assists for the King. Allen had 12 points on the night. Miami's got a 2-point lead. Holiday through the Heat defenders.
Okay, Holiday.
Past LeBron, he went right after him. He had 21 on the night. We're tied at 91. Heat up 1 after a LeBron free throw. James drives, misses. Wade gets a hand on it right there.
Sometimes you need a third and fourth effort to get a play done.
Or sometimes you need Batman and Robin.
No doubt.
Well, this sums up the season for Philly. Could have made it a 1-point game. Spencer Hawes from point-blank range.
7 foot.
Can't
Dunk
connect.
it.
Doug Collins, do you laugh? Do you cry?
You cry. Dunk it, big man.
Yeah,
Philly's lost 13 of their last 15 games. More importantly, Miami has now won 20 in a row, just the 4th NBA team to ever do it. This was just the 3rd time in the 20-game streak that a game was decided by 4 or less, so Philly does get points there. Now the longest streak ever by a defending champion, as well as they win against the Sixers for the 14th straight time.
You know, we was able to get one stop and make some free throws at the end to, you know, get us this win.
It's been signature of this entire run. Your defense at times had to do it. And once again, you get a great block over here from Bosch, a great reverbing backboard when Hawes had one go up.
Yeah, man, we, like I said, we need a little bit of luck. You know, Spence put that one right on the rim and it fell off, and we was able to go down and knock down 2. But, you know, like I said, throughout this whole streak and throughout the season, we've just been resilient. You know, been able to win at all different types of games, close games, blowouts, whatever the case may be, on the road, at home. And this is another gutty win for us, you know, being the second night of a back-to-back.
I wish this were a fancier way to ask you, but you moved to 20, and that's a big number. It just is. A lot of games. Significance of it for you now is?
It's huge. I mean, that's a 4th of the season, you know, that we've won in a row, and it's we should all be, you know, blessed to be in this position, be honored to be part of such a great team, great organization, and for us to go for 20 straight tonight, we should all be proud.
It's heady stuff. 20 straight wins now. The Heat have downplayed the streak part of the season for the most part. Talking about a repeat world championship is more on their mind. But you've been through this before. You're on that list with 19 straight wins. At what point does the streak become a thing in and of itself?
I think when you're a good team and you know you can compete for a championship, in their case, they're defending the championship, I think you focus more on the formula. You know, the Pat Riley formula has always been beat the teams you're supposed to beat, stay above 500 on the road, and be dominant at home. So, you know, the Heat have done that. So when LeBron says, I'm not really worried about the 20-game win streak, I believe him because, you know, he has the formula now. You know, he won it last year. He knows what it takes to get there. So I just think he wants to get back to that. So as I said before, they're just perfecting the formula. They're just doing what they're supposed to do.
You buy that? They can shut the streak out?
I don't think you can shut it out your mind. I think because it becomes exhausting. I think overall when you play, when you have a streak going and you're starting to get monumental wins, I was fortunate enough to be on a team that won 15 in a row. And you start to think about it and you start digging down deeper in scenarios where you might not dig as deep. Like Carmelo tonight. He said, you know what, I need to go back. My knee's hurting a little bit. It's not giving me. If they're in a 15-game win streak and that game is close, he's going to stay out there. He's not gonna think about ahead. He's thinking of that moment, kind of a playoff mode. So it becomes mentally and physically exhausting at times. And almost the best thing for the streak is a loss. So then you can get back to being Miami basketball and not being so exhausted all the time going into the playoffs, because right now you can get exhausted. You can. It's
interesting because the Spurs have had these long streaks over the years, and you'll see Greg Popovich suddenly remove stars with those streaks on the line. So where does it end? How far does this go? They've already got the longest streak by a defending NBA champion in league history.
Well, as long as they keep this focus, it'll go as long as they want it to go. The reason I say that, because Drew Holiday, Evan Turner, Thaddeus Young, they brought their A game tonight and had a chance to win this ball game. And when you look at the stat sheet, both teams shoot 47%. They both would make 5 and 7 threes. And then you look at it closer, you look at Batman and Rodman to what they said. They got to the free throw more than the Sixers tonight. That's why they put out this victory on the road. And as this streak goes on, man, as we look at this calendar, each team is hearing the same thing we're talking about. The Miami Heat are coming into your city, Milwaukee Bucks, Toronto Raptors, Celtics, and on and on. So they're going to get tired of hearing it too.
Cleveland, by the way.
Cleveland, they're going to get tired of hearing the streak. So each night, each team.
Cleveland has no shot.
Well, now that Kyrie Irving's out, no shot at all.
They're not losing in Cleveland with
Find
LeBron
a loss
James.
for
I will
me
guarantee that
That's
win.
a good call.
I will guarantee that win.
10 straight regular season losses in Boston for Miami. Is that where it ends?
I mean, everything's speculative. These guys won 20 games in a row. I know. So, like, we could just make up something, and I could throw it up in the air like NCAA March Madness when the 15 seed is playing the 14 seed, and I'd have no idea who those two teams are. I just throw it up in the air. I'll throw it up in the air and say, in Orlando. How's that?
Ooh. In Orlando,
in
sure.
Boston.
Why not?
These guys won 20 in a row, man.